Good morning, fourth grade. So today we are going to identify the different types of resources. Before we get started, I want to remind you that we will have our Unit 4 test about natural resources on Thursday, February 18th. We will get to review and study for the test next week. I will also be sharing a study guide on Google Classroom. Let's get started. Remember, there are two types of resources. There are renewable resources. Renewable resources can recreate if they are living or be replenished if they are non-living. If you think about it, there's an infinite amount of renewable resources. Renewable resources include water, sunlight, plants, animals, and wind. Those are examples of renewable resources. Now there are also non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources cannot be regenerated or replenished by a natural process. There is an amount of non-renewable resources, and once those non-renewable resources are used up, they are gone forever. Examples of non-renewable resources include coal, oil, natural gas, minerals, and metals. These are examples of non-renewable resources. I want you to update your table of contents on page 1. Your next entry topic will be 2-04. Identify the resource. We're going to add that on page 29. You will now have a minute and 30 seconds to update this to on your table of contents. Now let's turn our journal to page 29. On page 29, I want you to create a table that looks like this. Draw a straight line down the middle, and then a straight line going across, kind of to create a T shape. On one side, you're going to write renewable resources. On the other side, you're going to write non-renewable resources. I will give you guys a minute to add this table to your journal, page 29. Alright, now that you have the table with renewable resources and non-renewable resources, we're going to use these pictures to identify each resource as renewable or non-renewable. Let's get started. First is coal. Is coal a renewable resource or a non-renewable resource? If you said non-renewable resource, that is correct. Coal is a non-renewable resource. Please write coal on the non-renewable resource column. Our next natural resource is soil. Is soil a renewable resource or a non-renewable resource? If you said renewable, that is correct. Please move soil to renewable resource. Our next natural resource is natural gas. Is natural gas a non-renewable resource or a renewable resource? If you said non-renewable resource, that is correct. Please move natural gas to the non-renewable resource column. Our next resource is animals. Are animals renewable resources or non-renewable resources? If you said renewable resource, that is correct. Please write animals on the renewable resource side. Our next natural resource is plants. Is plants a renewable resource or a non-renewable resource? If you said renewable resource, that is correct. Please write plants on the renewable resource side. Our next resource is wind. Is wind a renewable resource or a non-renewable resource? If you said renewable resource, that is correct. Please write wind on the renewable resource side. Our next resource is minerals. Are minerals like diamond and gold, is that a renewable resource or a non-renewable resource? If you said non-renewable resource, that is correct. Please write minerals on the non-renewable resource side. Our next resource is water. Is water a renewable resource or a non-renewable resource? If you said renewable resource, that is correct. Please make sure you write water on the renewable resource side. Renewable resources include soil, animals, plants, wind, and water. Please make sure you wrote soil, animals, plants, wind, and water on the renewable resource side. Non-renewable resources are coal, natural gas, and minerals. Please make sure you wrote minerals on the non-renewable side. Remember to study what are renewable and non-renewable resources. This will be information that will be on your Unit 4 test, which will be on Thursday, February 18th. If you have any questions, please visit me during office hours. Have a great weekend.